Hey guys, welcome back. Today we got another exciting one. We are building a dip station out of PVC. If you remember the pull-up bar video, we've turned this backyard into a what I like to call the boneyard. We have actually been back here working out quite a bit, and let me tell you what, for an old guy, it feels pretty good. So we're going to continue building out the backyard gym, I guess we'll call it, the boneyard. And the dog actually comes out and works out here also, so that's why we got the boneyard. But lots of fun, man, lots of fun. Let's get into it. Savage is going to start doing the cuts, and I got to run to the store and get some more fittings. So I think the best way to describe it is I found a picture on the internet of one that's similar to the one I want to build, but there were no, measurements or anything with it. So I've got this cut list prepared. I'll put that in the overlay here so you guys can see that. The upper part is what I have the cut list for. The bottom part, we're gonna have to wing it a little bit and build the bottom base of it once we have the upper piece, the upper part of it made to, to get the exact measurements, which, that's pretty simple. I'll show you how we do that when we get into it. So let's get into it. Okay guys, here's our plan. This is our walk-in view with our rough measurements, 44 inches tall to give us enough room to go down and do a dip, and 24 inches wide on the inside for the walk-in. Now there will be a little outside area square across the bottom that we're just gonna cut symmetric pieces and kind of figure that out. And here's our top view right here, the way we'll walk in. We'll walk in this side. This is our square on the bottom, and then we'll have a T-piece down halfway. And here's a picture of one that's similar to what we're making, I found on the wonderful internet. And we're just making this kind of to our own measurements. So I think this is what we're gonna need. That's wrong, it should be 8 short elbows. Two 10-foot, 2-inch pieces of PVC, 8 of those short 90 degrees, and 6 of the 3-way tees. I think that's what we'll need to put all this together. We already have some of this PVC, so I think we're only gonna buy one more, but yeah, you'll see that. We'll get into it. Okay, I cut one side off to get this started, and I went ahead and I started some notches so Savage can come out here, because that's the hardest part when you're cutting these by hand, is just getting your saw started. So these are our 42-inch pieces right here. These are our 24-inch pieces right here. I'm gonna have to get a couple more sticks probably to make sure we have enough. Probably get one more, and then I'll just run back and get another one if I need to, because I've had this sitting around forever and I'd like to just get it out of the way. So that's where we're at. Savage is gonna cut these. I'm gonna run to Lowe's and get some more pieces. Looks like we got a slight rain delay, and unfortunately, tarp I could find is not big enough, so we're gonna wait this out. Still got a steady rain. By the way, today we're wearing the beater watch, the Casio. If you haven't seen the wristwatch Wednesday videos, I'll link that here.
Squishy, nippity nippity.
Drugs.
So dumb.
Yeah, they might be a little bit crooked, but it does the job. Hey guys, it's kind of funny. This looks like almost like a walker, so you know, maybe after the kids move out, I'll be able to still use it. Okay, let me go over the build real quick, because that was a mess trying to film that during all the rain we had, and it's the next day early in the morning. So what we did is Knox, easy. So what we did was we only cut the back two pieces at 42. My original cut list had these cut at 42, but we put in this support here. So we cut these at 30, these at 8, and then put the T's in for the front to give it that kind of that lateral support. The only thing we didn't have, these are 24, these are 24, and that one is 24 inches. This is just where we landed. And I'll even show you some of my mistakes. These right here were 32 inches. Yes, these were 32, 32. And then down here, these small pieces in each corner, right there's another one. Those are all 5 inches. And these right here were 31 inches. And then we just have the elbows, the T's, and everything that fit in between. And I think that worked out pretty well. Now, I did make one major mistake, and you can see it right here. When I was gluing this piece, I was trying to hurry. When it was raining, we were there under the patio, had a little tarp and everything, so I couldn't even film it. But it dried crooked on one of these before I could get the other one on. And yeah, so a little disappointed. You can tell it's just a tiny bit off there. So it kind of goes back a little bit. Actually, if I look at it, it's hard to tell, but I think this one's just a little bit off. Doesn't affect the function. I mean, as you can see, the kids are on it and it's working good. Even holds my weight. So that's where we ended up with the build. So we had to deviate from the original plans a little bit, but it works out good. One more thing, you may be tempted just to put this together and not glue it up, but I can tell you it is so much stronger glued up, so much stronger. Basically that just kind of melts the PVC together it makes it like one giant piece of PVC. So I don't know if I would skip it, especially now that my boys are bigger, and even, you know, me using this, I wouldn't want it to pop out in the middle of doing exercises. So it is much stronger glued together. Another thing is, you'll see that we had to tamp down here, try to get this as level as possible. It's still a little bit unlevel, so we're gonna have to build up the ground a little bit around here just to get that flat. And the reason why we went with PVC is because this is gonna stay outdoors all the time, and we can just slide this around and get it out of the way if we're gonna do something else in here. So, or we wanna play with the dog. As you can see, there's tennis balls everywhere. So we could get it out of the way. We thought about maybe building something off on here into the ground, but we decided it was better to make something mobile and get that out of the way. One more thing I forgot to mention, guys, is just a quick tip. When you dry fit all this and before you glue it, so you don't screw up like I did with getting one slightly crooked, even though I did this and still one dried a little too quickly, is to draw a little mark on each side of where these are going to line up before you glue it. And then when you put the glue in, you get everything together and it sets so fast, you can line up your two marks and get everything straight. I did that to mine, and I think I got some, what happens, I got some water in this one, and I wanted to spin it a little bit while it dried too fast. So you can see how far off my mark is. So don't do what I did. You know, I guess we could probably cut this down, put a union piece right here and a union piece over there and just rebuild all that, but I'm going to leave it like it is for now. I may come back and fix that if it irritates me too much, or if we find it gets into the working, but they're still parallel. I think it's still going to work for the dip station, so we'll leave it as is for now. But yeah, quick tip, do those line marks, line everything up good. Well, hey, that's all we have for today, guys. I think next time we may do another video on this as we pretty this up. We're gonna paint it, we're gonna put some grip tape, we're gonna get some grip tape up there on the pull-up bar. But yeah, the backyard gym is going.